Alright, you guys, this video idea, I kid you not, came to me in a dream last night. Does this video need to be made? Absolutely not. But now do I feel an obligation to dive into it and do an analysis of it on YouTube? Absolutely. Today, we are going to be looking deeper into the phenomenon that was known as dracotok, or more broadly known as hptok, but just know hptok is like super weird and it just like sounds weird to say. So when I say dracotok, I really mean hptok as a whole. We are going to be going over the rise and the fall of dracotok, what caused it to happen, and what makes it so strange, and what made it not follow the modern day path of trends in social media. What is dracotok, you might ask? Well, if you were on TikTok at the time, it would have been very hard to miss hptok as a whole. But dracotok was a phenomenon that started in about August, September of 2020, which really in a nutshell just consisted of a giant trend of new Harry Potter fans completely out of the blue. dracotok was, of course, as by the name, spearheaded by Draco Malfoy fans. Many people thought Draco Malfoy, or Tom Felton, the actor that portrayed him, was very attractive, and so what was born was this chaotic mess of new Harry Potter fans and Harry Potter content on TikTok. Now, what made hptok and dracotok so different from every other social media trend that you're used to is that there was no reason for it. Like, you see, when a new Marvel movie comes out, you tend to see a lot of Marvel content. Like when Black Widow comes out, you see a lot of people posting Black Widow related videos, which is normal. But the weirdest thing was that there was just absolutely no new Harry Potter content. There hasn't been new Harry Potter content since the last like Fantastic Beasts movie came out, which was so bad that I like forgot about it, so I don't even know when that was. It was just a movement born from nothing, born from, I don't actually know who necessarily started it, but somehow a large group of people were exposed to the Harry Potter series seemingly for the first time, because it consisted of a lot of people watching all the movies in order for the very first time. And what happened after was just pure madness. You could not scroll once on your For You page on TikTok without seeing somebody editing themselves into a scene with Draco Malfoy, someone showing what they would wear at Hogwarts for the day as a Slytherin, or someone thirsting over some character from Harry Potter. Now, overall, the biggest trend within dracotok was the trend of making POV edits. Now, these edits were very hit or miss. It consisted of a person editing themselves into a scene, sometimes recording a voiceover, adding their own lines that weren't in the movie. I will say some of them were very creative. Some of the people who made them were very talented. They looked very realistic. Others were questionable. Some of them I watched and I wondered what we had progressed to as a society that somebody would think it was a good idea to put that on the internet. But with dracotok, and with particularly those POV videos, came, of course, controversy. Now, the Harry Potter fandom is no stranger to controversy. I was on Harry Potter Twitter in 2015. Between the ship wars and the arguing over the moral compass of different characters, and who could forget the ringleader of it all, the most problematic person in the world, J.K. Rowling, that woman single-handedly trying to tear her own fandom that she created apart. The fandom has been a mess. But with dracotok came some new controversies, particularly the controversy of people over the age of 18 editing themselves with minors. This was just very strange, but there were a lot of people who were over the age of 18 who were editing themselves with characters like Draco when Tom Felton at the time was like 13 in the clips that they were using. Very uncomfortable, got a lot of people canceled, or the whole controversy of people like seeing dracotok but never seeing the movies and being like, oh my god, Draco's so hot, oh my god, he's my favorite character, and then watching the movies and realizing that this man has like 10 minutes of screen time, and then not reading the books and seeing that he was literally just an antagonist character for the first like 5 books. That was a mess. But I thought as a society we had progressed past the Hogwarts is my home phase of being a Harry Potter fan. dracotok proved me wrong. Never in my life did I see so many people with the Hogwarts is my home mentality, posting videos of themselves holding up wands, going Lumos for Hogwarts, or just like all this stuff that was so like 2013 Tumblr Harry Potter fandom. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but just as somebody who's been a Harry Potter fan for so long, I was just like, what is happening? I'm not on Tumblr for a reason. And we cannot forget the fact that absolutely every single person on dracotok was a Slytherin somehow. Everybody was edgy, everybody was alternative, everyone was a Slytherin. Dracotok even managed to pull in Tom Felton himself, who then made his own TikTok and started participating in the trends. And now it's been almost a year and he still hasn't stopped posting about it on Instagram. But you know, Draco and hptok, it went on. People, you know, they made their videos, they bought all their merchandise. And now what prompted me to make this video was the sudden appearance of videos in my For You page of people sharing stuff with Harry Potter and being like, guys, I'm so sad that like I just don't feel that magic when I watch it anymore. Like I miss being in my Harry Potter phase, but I'm just like not a fan anymore. And I watch these videos and it's just like my brain cannot comprehend it, because in my mind Harry Potter has always been like at the Star Wars level of fandom. Like people who watched the original Star Wars trilogy as they came out in the theaters, and 40 years later they are still fans. They can still name all the characters, they still wear t-shirts, they still take their kids to go see the new movies in theaters. Like nothing changed from when they originally saw them to 40 years later. Like they're still a fan. I always thought that was the level that Harry Potter was. I mean, the first Harry Potter movie on its own came out over 20 years ago. So it's like been an established fandom. Like it was an established fandom before social media even started. And then it was very established on Tumblr, very established on Twitter, established on Instagram. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a giant new group of people who discovered Harry Potter, said they were fans, and then 6 months later they say they're not interested in it anymore. Which I totally get that like interests, they come and they go, but in my brain it was always just like Star Wars level of fandom. Like it was always going to be relevant to the people who were fans. It wasn't going to be something that all of a sudden one day you just didn't like. But now all of a sudden it's like not relevant to like Harry Potter anymore. And I don't know, I just truly feel like it was the strangest phenomenon to be somebody who's been like creating Harry Potter content for like 6 years on YouTube now. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I was 6 years old, so for over 12 years. And I'm not like, Harry Potter is my life, I live and breathe Harry Potter, that's all I can ever think about. Like no, I have other interests. It's just something that's like remained a part of my life throughout my whole childhood, and I feel like it always will be like a part of my personality. And now everybody took all that time to buy all that Slytherin merchandise and make all of these very complex videos, and now they just don't even care about it anymore. So I don't know, now that hptok and dracotok have like ended and died down, I feel like I could finally speak my mind on what I felt like it was and what happened and why did it happen. I still don't know. And I don't know, I just feel like it was a very strange moment in social media history because so many people profited from it. Warner Bros. Profited from it, J.K. Rowling unfortunately profited from it, Tom Felton profited from it, he didn't even have to do anything, and all these small shops started creating like little Harry Potter things, and like so many people profited from just the weirdest phenomenon that had absolutely no cause. No new Harry Potter content that people were suddenly discovering. Like it was just stuff that was always there. I don't know if we're ever gonna see anything like that again, if we're ever gonna see such a large group of people discover something that has already existed for so long. But now that it's over, I just kind of think all the original Harry Potter fans are just sitting back and they're like, wow, that was so weird. And it was really fun to have like new Harry Potter discourse with different people and have like new people discover my content who hadn't ever seen it before because they had never seen Harry Potter. But like, wow, what a moment in history. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts and analysis on dracotok and hptok. If you have any thoughts or opinions on the wave that was dracotok, let me know in the comments. No hate to anyone who was on dracotok and is now no longer interested in Harry Potter. I just felt like as a long-term Harry Potter fan, it was something that I needed to analyze and say my opinion on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little analysis. If you do like Harry Potter still, I do upload some Harry Potter content as well as a bunch of other different fandom content, so you can subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!